Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna do a classic rock reaction, man. This is the artist of the month, Neal Young. And Neal, I'm gonna do starting off with Neal's solo album. And what I've been trying to do is kind of put together some semblance of order in regards to how to approach doing reactions for Neal Young, because his career and the catalog of his music is so damn vast. And just doing a chronology of albums just wouldn't do him justice come the end of the month, because I've only got time to do maybe 7 album reactions if I'm lucky. So the best thing to do with Neal Young is to bounce around. But I am going to start with a full album reaction of his solo works, mainly because I want to follow his growth progression. Starting from his solo works, I believe there's a lot of information to learn from his days with Buffalo Springfield and some of his other stuff that he's done previous to that. And so this seems to be kind of like the laying of the foundation. So I want to follow his growth progression, not just the music, what inspired it, what happened, what he was thinking at the time, what was going on in his life, and stuff in and around him. So I think that maybe starting with the first album will give me all of those groundworks of info. So that's the method to my madness. And then going forward from this, I'll bounce around a little bit. So let's start with a full reaction of Neal's first solo album, man. So this is side 1. And then side 2 will follow in a different video. I think that was the longest intro I've ever done before playing the damn music. Alright, man. Neal Young, side 1, his solo stuff. Let's get it. Oh, this is just an instrumental. It's got me taking a stroll in the damn country. Hey, that was nice, man. Nice little country prairie music.
He's the unforeseen danger
That's a serious thinking song, man. He's singing about himself or somebody he knows.
All of a sudden she was on my mind. I wasn't ready for her kind, and she was taking her time. Oh, if she came to me, would she be kind? And if she stayed with me, do you think that she'd like to do anything I would, or would she leave me? Lately I found myself losing my mind, knowing how badly I need her. It's something hard to find. Oh, if she came to me, would she be kind? And if she stayed with me, do you think that she'd like to do anything I would, or would she leave me? If I could have her tonight, does she wanna go? Look at those eyes. Does she wanna? If I could have her tonight, if I could have her tonight, if I could have her tonight.
The uncertainties of relationships, huh? Trying to get a footing, figure out where the hell you stand. If there's a foundation that you can build on and move forward.
I've been looking for a woman to save my life. Not to beg or to borrow. A woman with the feeling of losing once or twice. Who knows how it could be tomorrow? I've been waiting for you, and you've been coming to me for such a long time now. Such a long time now.
get the feeling from these songs. This is a very personal accounting of Neal, his feelings and his experiences.
Don't call pretty baby, she can't hear you no more. Don't leave no message round her back door. They say the old laughing lady been here before. She don't keep time, she don't count score. You can't have a cupboard if there ain't no wall. You got to move, there's no time left to stall. They say the old laughing lady dropped by and called. When she leaves nothing at all. See the drunkard of the village falling on the street. Can't tell his ankle from the rest of his feet. He loves his old laughing lady, 'cause her taste is so sweet. His laughing lady's loving ain't the kind he can be.
Again, this describes a relationship that he can't seem to anchor down with a certain person. Was there someone like that in Neal's life? I wonder if he's singing about someone like
There's a fever on the freeway, blacks out the night. There's a slipping on the stairway, just don't feel right. And there's a rumbling in the bedroom and a flashing of light. Where's the old laughing lady? Everything is alright.
Old laughing lady. Is he singing about a certain person, event, or is it some sort of a representation? Wow. So that's side one. Got me thinking so deep about it, man. I knew that listening to Neal's first solo outing would be something. It would give me something. It would give me a certain feel, what I'm really looking for out of this Neal Young Artist of the Month is to get to know the guy, to get into his head, to get into his feelings, to get a feel for what it's like to be him, and to see things the way he sees things. I mean, when I think about Neal Young, I think about someone who's got such a fantastic creative itch that now I got to look at how many albums he's done, but in my mind, I'm feeling that this guy's probably cranked out 15, 20, maybe even more albums, or the equivalent of that, where if you were to add together all of his music and all of the creative input that he's done over the course of his career. Anyway, it's vast. It's a deep-ass rabbit hole. And what I want to get out of this in the end is to get a feel for the man, how he thinks, how he was inspired to create, and just an idea of how he was or is capable of creating and giving us so much. I mean, he can go within and he can write and he can create some incredible pieces of work, and a lot of it. So I got to look at the whole body of his discography, and I guess what I'm describing here is I'm still in a state of overwhelm as to how much, how many recommendations, how much input that a lot of you had, mainly the patrons I'm addressing here, in regards to your recommendations, the content that I have to sift through just to see if I can kind of get a feel for the guy. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to bypass and omit, but hopefully I can take in as much as I can, enough to give me an impression of who the guy really is. Because if you think about Neal Young, there's just so many sides to him, facets, so many aspects of this guy's character and his being and the subject matters he sang about, and he's just been ever present in pop culture for so long and given us so much. So I really want to try and see if I can get a really, really good beat on who Neal Young is. And that's why I decided to start with his solo works and then go from there. So starting with this first album, that's, like I said before, it's the foundation, and then I'll kind of go from there and pattern everything, all of your recommendations, into some form of a timeline. So as I'm reacting and as I'm doing some research with Wikipedia, and then as I get some feedback from you guys at the end of the month, I want to have an overall, I guess, big picture of who the guy is. That's my goal, if you can understand the method to my madness. So going forward with other artists, I think that's the pattern of what I'm going to, how I'm going to approach it. I had to figure out how I was going to approach doing artists with such vast catalogs of work. I'm also talking about the Stones. If they ever become Artist of the Month, I got to be prepared for them. Well, I know that Bob Dylan is coming up, for example, in May. He's Artist of the Month for May already. We just all know that. That is how I'm going to have to approach getting a feel for him and getting to know him. So unless at that point in time I learn something new or maybe something develops where I'm going to have to shift my approach, that's my plan. That's how I plan to approach getting to know artists like Neal that have such a vast catalog. Anyway, man, enough of that. I am going to get my ass out of here. I got to get to work. I want to do part 2 before the day's over, so I'll try and see if I can steal out of work early, pop this off before it's still a little bit too late in the day. So I'm going to cut this off now, and I'll see if I can get this plus the reviews, side 2 plus the review done by the end of the day. So you guys have a good one. And I'm looking forward to getting to know Neal very, very well in the month of February. So there's going to be a lot of cramming, and there's going to be a lot of Neal Young. I'm warning you right now. I'm only going to have a little time for a little bit of this, meaning a few quads, a 1 or 2 Led Zeppelin sprinkled in, maybe the odd Patreon exclusive, and then a whole ton of Neal Young. Because I only got 28 days and I'm starting late. So I'm going to be cramming it down your face, just like I did with the Allman Brothers. It's going to probably be even more intense because I'm on a quest to get to know them. So you've been warned. All right, man. Have a good one. I'll see you later.